Patrick Mahaney, who's head of institutional advancement and sweated every table being sold. He and his staff have done an amazing job. Jeffrey Perkins, his staff. You'll see a beautiful woman walking around with a clipboard, Alexandra Priebus, who has made sure that everybody was in the right place at the right time. Ben Bourgeois, who's made the room absolutely beautiful, and his staff, and Carrie Levin from Carry In, Carry Out, who will make sure that dinner's delicious. So thank you all. Thank you. We have a great program tonight as we celebrate the centennial anniversary of Otis. Otis College has been and continues to be a vital academic and creative force in the growth of Los Angeles, and Otis continues to thrive because of the support it receives from so many people. Tonight, we're going to celebrate a very special person who's been extremely committed and has worked hard on behalf of the college. For all of you, or any of you, that don't know Shelley Reed, she has an incredible background professionally. She is a leading entertainment executive who has been head of business, legal, and corporate strategy for a variety of major studios such as Fox, Disney, Food Network, MGM, and currently is head of U.S. operations for the award-winning UK production company Green Pavilion. She has served as before she graduated from USC Law School, she had started working in philanthropy. She has served as executive vice president for the Savan Free Clinic, been on boards of United Cerebral Palsy, the Motion Picture Television Fund, the Association of Media and Entertainment, and has chaired the American Cancer Society's California Spirit. She is on the Metropolitan Museum's Costume Council, and most recently, for us, founded the Otis Fashion Council. Shelley is also co-founder and current president of Visionary Woman, which is a leading women's organization dedicated to providing opportunities for women and girls. Shelley first joined Otis about 20 years ago as a member of the Board of Governors, and for the past 10 years took on the role as co-chair or chair of the annual Otis Scholarship Benefit and Fashion Show. She continues to be incredibly dedicated to helping raise awareness and funding for Otis students. Please join me in thanking Shelley for her years of incredible service.
Good evening. Thank you to the Board of Trustees, and thank you, Gail, for that very kind introduction. It's always much easier for me to talk about other people than to talk about myself. But 19 years ago, I joined Otis as a member of the Board of Governors. And when I reflect back on that time, I realized what an incredible opportunity that was for me. It not only introduced me to the legacy of this great college, but it catapulted me into this incredible world of art, fashion, and design, and into an entire community. And on top of all of that, I developed so many super special friendships. So many of you are here tonight in this room. You've been my supporters, my encouragers, and you know who you are, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And let you know how very special and appreciative I am for your friendship. We are celebrating 100 years of Otis, and Otis has always been at the forefront of art and design and has developed and cultivated the careers of so many world-class creatives. And I think tonight we saw a slice of that creativity. I'd like to give it up for the mentors, the students, and that great show. How fabulous was that? So, possibly not everyone in this room is aware that 87% of the students who attend Otis require some form of financial assistance. And what I love about Otis is the culture of Otis. Otis has maintained the culture of assisting its students, notwithstanding its growth, its notoriety. And just as an aside for some of you who don't know, several years ago, Newsweek magazine published a ranking that ranked Otis 6th, above Harvard and many other kinds of schools like Harvard, in postgraduate placement of its students. And I think that's a great accomplishment and testament to Otis College. And you may find it interesting to know that there is a significant number of students who come to Otis who are first-generation college attendees who, but for financial assistance, would be unable to pursue any kind of creative vision or attend Otis College or probably any other college. So for me, that is the special sauce that makes Otis College, and it is what makes me so very proud to be part of Otis. Tonight, it's all about the students. The annual scholarship benefit and fashion show is celebrating its 37th year this evening. And I'm sure you all realize that this event is the primary event throughout the year the college has for raising scholarship funding. And although I have been a small part of that legacy, 37 years ago when this show first began, it was a picnic lunch at the Hard Rock Cafe with a model stood on orange crates. And here we are today, and I'm sure you will all agree that the show you witnessed this evening is equal to anything west of Lincoln Center. Another reason we're proud of Otis College. So my participation as co-chair and chair and sitting on benefit committees and being part of this wonderful annual event is really very modest and small in the legacy of these 37 years. There's really just one person we should be celebrating tonight. It was her brainchild to even start this show, and that is Elaine Goldsmith. Unfortunately, Elaine is not able to be with us this evening, but for those of you who know Elaine, you know she is a force to be reckoned with. And for me, she has been a very dear and special friend, an incredible supporter. She is a dynamic role model, and she is an inspiration because her motto is, anything is possible. But one thing that Elaine always said to me and said to me as recently as last week, it's about the students. And that's what this community of patrons and supporters and faculty are all about at Otis. So for me to have been a small part of this legacy of being able to help students who might not otherwise have an opportunity to pursue a creative career in any capacity. And of course, you heard earlier the multi-platform opportunities that exist creatively, especially in Los Angeles, in this explosive community that we live in. So when I talk to you about my Otis family, I'm talking to you from my personal experience of being part of a very dedicated community. Thank you very much for everyone who is here this evening to support me and for helping me make a modest difference. Thank you very much.